Hey, what's up YouTube? It's CoolStoryBrobat with the 55th Narrated Wi-Fi Battle. And before I even begin to touch on the subject of this battle, I want to say thank you guys so much for supporting me. It's been a full year, one full year since I've been on YouTube. Today, June 14th, 2013. It's been a full year. And I want to thank all you guys for supporting me, for liking, commenting, subscribing, all you from Showdown, from Smogon, from YouTube itself, etc. I'm glad I could help a lot of people out with the stuff they need. I'm glad they could help me out with what we needed, and we just keep it moving. But anyway, about this battle here. This is what it's about. It's about this battle here. This battle is against MrSteveblazer again. He after that last UU battle we had, he said he wanted a rematch, but this time he wanted an OU battle since that's the tier he prefers. So here we are. I agreed to do it. It took us a minute to set it up, but here we are. I got my OU team here that I made on Showdown like a couple months ago, and it's a pretty decent OU team, probably one of the better ones I've made. I involuntarily made a Volt Turn team. Like 4 Pokemon have U-Turn or Volt Switch. And yeah, I wanted to make a team that doesn't succumb to OU's offensive pressure, where if you make a misplay, you could end up losing the game, or at least being checked by one entire Pokemon. But anyway, enough of that. His team, I see he's got a Jirachi. Jirachi's pretty annoying, and I need to know what set he's running, so scouting him can't be too hard, Cloyster, I used to hate that thing more than any other Pokemon. I hate Amoonguss now. Cloyster is not so much of a problem. I can deal with it. Zapdos, not that big of a deal. But anyway, let's just get into this, man. Look, he leads off with his Jirachi. I lead off with my Liberace. Liberate yourself. Liberate yourself from the hacks. Most of you guys who have played me in OU might know what I'm talking about when I say this. But yeah, I just U-turn straight away, switching to Landorus because, like I said, I don't know what set his Jirachi's running. I figure Landorus would be the best switch in for it. He goes for Thunder Wave, so that indicates to me straight away he's Paraflinch or Jirachi, so I'm not gonna worry about it. He makes a good play, switches into Gliscor because even though my Landorus has hidden power Ice and can 2-hit KO Gliscor, I'm otherwise kind of walled by it, and I'm trying to make safe plays here and just scout him out, So I bring in my Selling Bees here, Selling Bees, come on, Selling Bees, and I just go straight for the Leaf Storm. The funny thing about this Celebi set is, it's offensive, but it's not at the same time. I don't know how to explain it. It's modest with max special attack, a little bit of HP, a little bit of speed, U-turn, Leaf Storm, Earth Power, and Recover. But, it's whatever. I Leaf Storm and do, 45% to his Zapdos, and I switch into my Flood because it's my specially defensive Rotom-Wash, jumping around everywhere. And he goes for the hidden power. I'm thinking, oh, did he make a prediction with HP Grass? But it was actually HP Ice, which I guess is the preferred coverage option if you're using Zapdos and OU. But I knew he was going to switch in Breloom to maintain a type advantage, so I just go straight for the Will-O-Wisp. Fortunately, I landed because I would have been pretty mad if I missed it. So pretty much I burnt his Breloom and made it almost nearly useless. The only thing his Breloom can do to me now is Spore me, provided he goes for that. I switch in my Selling Bees because I have Natural Cure in case he tries to use Spore. And I could just switch out, and even if he tries to go for Spore again, I could just stay in while I'm asleep and let him die from the burn damage. You can't do nothing to my Celebi. I mean, come on. But I don't run Psychic or Hidden Power Ice on his Celebi, so I'll just go for the hardest hitting move I can, which is Leaf Storm, which does do a huge chunk to this Breloom, a huge chunk to it. He probably expected me to U-turn or do something else, but yeah, he Swords Dances only to realize his Breloom is going to die on this very same turn from the burn damage. So his Breloom couldn't even do anything. It's kind of unfortunate, but kind of funny at the same time. Don't underestimate Selling Bees, man. They'll sting you. I suck. But anyway, he sends out his Gliscor. I go for the Leaf Storm again because I know Gliscor's got terrible special defense. So even at -2, it's not going to be able to take it too nicely. He sets up a substitute. So now I know he substitute Gliscor. I'm assuming he might have Swords Dance or he might have Toxic. I'm not sure which set just yet, but I'm going to take a risk here, and I'm going to go into Jirachi. The reason I go into Jirachi is because if he has Ice Fang, Jirachi resists it. If he has Toxic, I'm immune to it, and I can just sit here and just play around it. But since he has Ice Fang, that alerts me he's substitute and possibly Swords Dance Gliscor with, Earthquake sub, Ice Fang, Swords Dance, all that good stuff. So I U-turn back out of it, switch into my Rotom-Wash because I know it can wall any Gliscor with Earthquake and Ice Fang. But look what happened. I send in my Flood here, Super Mario Sunshine, and he goes for the Facade on me. He gets the critical hit. and breaks my flood, man. I'm sick. I'm sick, but you know, hacks happens. I still have multiple answers to this Gliscor, so I'm not too worried about it. I switch in Cold Tran, cause you know everybody loves the Tran, baby. I go for the hidden power grass, even though it's neutral to Gliscor. You know, I'm offensive Rotom. I'm offensive Heatran, so I know I'm gonna do a big amount of damage to his Gliscor, whatever move he makes. I'm not gonna try to risk missing with Fire Blast, because he might just try to stall me out of him. So I'm just making a safe play, going for hidden power grass, knowing that it breaks his substitute it really helps me out here. Because of the fact I'm Balloon Heatran, he can't even safely Earthquake me without failing. So you know, whatever. Why'd I keep saying so? I've been saying it like 50 times. But he switches in his Cloyster now, straight in on my Fire Blast. Like I said, I'm timid, offensive Heatran. I mean, even though it's like, what, base 77 speed, it's still pretty fast, and it can catch people off guard, especially if they assume you're like, especially defensive or whatever. I think Heatran is actually pretty beastie in OU. Who's the king of Gen 4 OU, but anyway, enough rambling. He goes for the Ice Shard on me. Does like jack next to nothing. I go for the Earth Power just because I don't want to miss, man. I don't want to miss at all. And I don't want to, because if Fire Blast misses and he sets up a Shell Smash, or if he just hits me with a Razor Shell or whatever, I'll be pretty sick. So he sends in a Zapdos, pretty threatening to my Heatran now that he knows I'm offensive. He goes for the Thunderbolt, and he has Life Orb, so it does do a huge amount of damage. However, because Heatran has such good special bulk, like it takes special hits pretty nicely, even without investment. Because of that, I managed to take the Thunderbolt, tank it off, hit him with the Fire Blast, bam! He sends out his Jirachi. Because, like I said, he's Paraflincher Jirachi, he doesn't have any speed investment, or at least not a significant amount. So Heatran outspeeds Jirachi, hit him with the Fire Blast, bam! Jirachi is dead. He sends out his Magnezone, and you know, Heatran is like the only Steel type that Magnezone doesn't want to stay in with Magnapool. So he gets hit with the Earth Power, he gets clocked, man. He gets clocked. He did not have a chance at all whatsoever. So Magnezone goes down. All he has left is his Gliscor, and pretty much this is gonna be it. I just spit some hot fire at him. You know, who your top 5 rappers, you know. Dylon, 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 and Dylon. Because he spits hot fire, which is exactly what Coltrane does. So yeah, that's gonna be it. Good game. I got the 5-0. Good game, MrSteveblazer. Once again, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and favorite. It has been a full year in the making. A full year in the making, man. And I'm pretty proud. I'm pretty happy. Also, this is actually the channel's first OU Wi-Fi battle. Technically. Well, the first Wi-Fi battle I actually played after I got into tiers. Like, a whole year ago, man, I used to not like tiers all that much. I used to use whatever. And if you really don't believe me, you can just watch some of my older videos. They are living proof that I really use whatever. I even admitted I ain't like tiers all that much, but now look at me. Started from the bottom, now yeah. And oh man, don't shoot me, please. I'm probably gonna get shot for that. But yeah, like I said, man, it's been a great year. It's been a great season. It's been awesome. Let's keep it going. You know, keep it moving, man. Now, I'm going to go take my driver's test today. So like I said, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and favorite if you want to hear Brobat saying the word "so" at least 500 times in one game. Deuces.